Unbelievable, my lovely, wonderful people, is happening. Hope Zedema exposed. The governor of Imo State spent 650 million on statutory gifts to guests. We know who those guests are. People that helped in the election. 650 million. Renting all Imo State hotel so that no other person comes into the state. He had to gift them to make sure that they are all adequately quiet. Okay? In just 3 months. Then only 30 million naira on poverty alleviation. Who exactly is deceiving who in this whole matter, in this whole issue? We need to understand what is happening. These are the money he spent to ensure that those who be looked after are looked after, and here we are today. Please don't forget, Nigeria belongs to us. And when we see such things, we must speak out. Nobody should be quiet and allow the same thing over and over again. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Exclusive. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma exposed how he spent 650 million on statutory gifts to guests. Others in 3 months. Why? 30 million naira on poverty alleviation to Nigerians who are going through a lot. Report on page 25 to 27 stated that while the state government spent the sum of 89.9 million on official statutory and computer, food, and the rest, 20 billion was spent on gifts to government guests, 21 million on only magazine. Which magazine be that? Much more. Governor Hope only spent the sum of 30 million naira for the whole of Imo State to alleviate poverty. Governor Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, has spent 650 billion on statutory gift, government, guest, entertainment, and others in 3 months, July to September. Why he expended 30 million on poverty alleviation, according to the state budget performance reports analyzed by Sahara reporters on Wednesday. The report on page 25 to 27 stated that while the government was spending all this money for ghosts and unknown people, the people of the state could not get a form of sympathy from the government who says that they are for the people and who wants to serve the people. Yet they tell you the same people they could hardly help in a very tight situation to come out of it are the ones who voted them into office. Governor Hope, in putting things together, have not given a clear explanation how we got to where we are at the moment. If Nigeria is to change, if we are going to get a lot of things done, if we are going to be honest and sincere, Governor Hope and the rest of them and those who support them will have to come out, tell us the truth, and let us know on what side they really stand. It's just it's a very, very shameful thing, what things that go on in Nigeria and how we can be very quiet and docile and pretend that none of these things are happening. People are suffering. Children can barely feed. Parents can barely get by. In Nigeria today, people are trying their hardest best possible. If God not help them, they don't know what else to do. Yet, some persons are squandering money on gifts. Some persons are squandering money on unnecessary things, and yet they tell you that the people love them so much they voted them in. I will leave that question to you to have a rethink and to really think about it. Because INEC of today, we know, goes to the highest bidder. Whoever is ready to pay gets the job done, gets declared as president in Nigeria, sadly. Sadly. These are some of the things that have, cost us our democracy as it stands at the moment. We say we're in a democratic setting, but really, sincerely, truly speaking, do we have a democracy in Nigeria? I barely think so. I don't really think we have democracy. What we have is just another ball game altogether. People trying to show to us that they can do and undo. But really, sincerely, truly speaking, it just exposes more. Okay, some of these things that these people are doing, and is a clear indication that all of these things is what we need to begin to really look upon to ensure that Nigeria becomes a better place. If there's any time in our history, in the history of the nation, where everybody will have to rise together and ensure that the truth is being dispensed, is now more than ever before. Previously, we can do some things and get away with it. Previously, some things can just, we can just allow some things to slide. Not anymore. Not anymore. It is important that we look upon, these areas, these gray areas. This is, I don't think the person, in fact, he will fire the person who did that budget, because the person has just exposed and really made it known to the public that they did not even do their homework and trying to tally numbers and put things together. They did not even do their own personal homework. So you see, it is very, very, it is worrying. It is troubling. It is unbelievable that such things are happening, and yet we allow these things to slide and to go through. Yet people genuinely, need a breath of fresh air. A nation that, people are saying, oh, inflation and the rest. And instead of the government to begin to think on how to alleviate those suffering, what we see is a different ball game altogether. People who are taking care of themselves judiciously, very well, at the expense of others. People who are going about ensuring that they are looked after. They don't care what happens to another person. It is very, very dangerous that we continue in such a way and in such a march. If we want, a brand new day, things to be different, it is now more than ever before. It is now more than ever before, you see. So these are, things that are going on, and every single one of us can see. And every single one of us can see. It is time for us to ensure that we do not allow the same thing over and over again, because the time to make real tenable and real progress in terms of changing some of these things is now. You see, it's now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. You see, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Every one of us must ensure, okay? Every one of us must ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to change the course of what is going on today. Why does so much insecurity persist in Nigeria? It is because those that should speak and use the money judiciously for what they should use it for have decided, to throw caution to the wind. Leave us a comment. God bless. Have a fantastic day. From us is bye for now.